Welcome back to your weekly roundup of everything that happened in Zenless Zone 0, where we will cover everything that you missed inside and outside of the game. This week there's a lot to look forward to. Obviously, of course, one big reason is because we will have patch 2.7 arriving soon, meaning that with it we will have some new stories, some new events, and of course, some new banners to pull on. On that note though, as a reminder, that means that you've got just a short amount of time left to still pull for Arya if you haven't gotten her already. Otherwise, once the new patch does arrive, the new banners will of course be featuring Nangong as well as a rerun for Yadhari, with the featured A ranks on the banners being Piper and Nicole. Now, if you do already have the two other Angels of Delusion, Suna and Arya, then by recruiting Nangong, don't forget that you will be completing the Trinity, which will net you a special live wallpaper featuring all three of the Angels of Delusion for your main menu. Don't worry though if you did miss one of them, because this special wallpaper is not going to be time limited. So if you ever do finish the trio later on down the line when a rerun comes down or something like that, then don't worry, you will still be able to get the special wallpaper. Something that is going to be time limited though is the special discount for Nangong's new outfit, Rhapsody's Muse. This will have a slight price reduction in the monochrome shop for this patch only, where it will only cost 1,350 monochrome, after which it'll be going back to its standard price of 1,680, which you will still be able to buy at any point after the patch does end. Otherwise, some other things to look forward to when patch 2.7 does arrive is of course going to be the new main story, the Season 2 epilogue, New Eridan Sunset, which is likely going to be the first of two epilogues, considering the little bracket A in the title. Otherwise, another big event to look forward to is the Chronicle of Simmering Flavors Hot Pot event. This will also be how you can earn a free event engine too, alongside of course a lot of polychrome rewards, as well as experiencing a fun little Hot Pot event and side story. Speaking of free stuff though, when the patch arrives, that also means that the login rewards for 10 encrypted master tapes will also be active, where all you have to do for a free 10 pull is be sure to log in once a day for at least 7 days. We could also, within this first week of the patch, see the other new major event, the Special Disaster Control Squad, especially considering that it will be featuring an all-new mode where we will be using 3 teams of 2 to fight waves of enemies. An interesting change of pace from our usual standard trio squads. Since it's a new mode, of course, I wouldn't be surprised if they want to get this out as soon as possible to have people experience the new fun mode. This event will also, of course, be rewarding a bunch of polychrome, as well as a tuning calibrator too, amongst some other things. And there'll also be a special little title for achieving certain ranks in this new score-based mode. Speaking of score-based modes though, over at the HIA, the tower will also be resetting for the new Battle Trial Tidal Wave mode, which means all new floors, new enemies, new ways to score points with the new agents, and most importantly, a refresh to the polychrome rewards for clearing stages. In the meantime though, while you wait, don't forget that you can also pre-download parts of the patch in the time leading up to the launch of patch 2.7. This will let you jump into the game as soon as possible when the patch does arrive. So you can be the first one in your friend group to snipe Nangong with like your first pull or something, and then gloat to everybody else about how you have her and everybody else doesn't. Speaking of preparation though for the new patch, aside from pre-downloading the new content, are you sure you have enough polychrome for your pulls? If not, then have I got the thing for you. If you would like to top up on some polychromes yourselves, why not try using LD Shop? Especially considering you can get top-up options cheaper through LD Shop than you would in-game, with discounts of up to nearly 22% for new users. For example, purchasing an internet membership through LD Shop costs only $3.87 compared to the $5 if you were to purchase it in-game. And topping up is really easy. All you need is your in-game user ID and your server. Once you fill those in, you can click on top up, choose your payment method, and within seconds your order is completed and you can see the rewards in-game. And yes, you can even get the double bonus for first time top-ups. LD Shop is a trusted and authorized service that is 100% safe and legitimate. Also, if you use my link in the description when you register on LD Shop, you will also get a 5% off coupon to use. And if you spend over $80, you will also gain a VIP membership, which can earn you free internet memberships and regular coupons. Once again, you can check out the description and the pinned comment to start saving with LD Shop. Moving on to social media news though, first things first, we have a lot of birthdays to celebrate from this past week. Not only was it Lucia's birthday, as well as Yadhari's too, who, friendly reminder, is having her rerun banner later this week, but it was also Soldier 11's birthday too. So happy birthday to all 3 of them, as well as anybody else who has a birthday in the near future. Now that I think about it, actually wait, hang on. I guess I also have to say happy birthday to the other soldiers as well, because they would all have the same birthday too, so there's like happy birthday to all, 14 of them I guess? Anyway though, this past weekend was also the Zenless live event in New York. It seemed like it was a lot lots of fun based on some of the clips I saw, but if there's anyone that actually went, do let us know about the experience down in the comments below. I'd love to hear more about it. But that is not the only in-person event to talk about, because it's time to talk about Hoyo Fest 2026. Specifically for the artists and cosplayers out there, because the Artist Alley as well as stage activities are now open for registration for Hoyo Fest later this year from the 30th of July to the 2nd of August in various locations. So if you're an artist looking to showcase your work or a cosplayer looking to strut your stuff, be sure to check the link tweet for more details as well as how to register down in the description below. As of right now, we have yet to see any drip marketing shown off for patch 2.8's agents, but again, I don't think it'd be a crazy idea to take an educated guess and say that both Billy and Promea will be the two S-rank agents that we will be seeing in the next patch. I'm just hoping that S-rank Billy is cool and actually useful for a male agent. But speaking of the next patch though, if you would like to get a small taste of patch 2.8 yourself, another round of recruitment has opened up for Holo Vanguards. If you're unfamiliar, then taking part in Holo Vanguards will let you take part in a confidential test server in order to help the devs optimize the game experience. By doing specific in-game bounty missions, you'll even be able to earn some polychrome rewards that will be sent to your account in the live server. Do note though that signing up doesn't necessarily guarantee you access into the program though. But if you are interested, maybe you want to try and earn some more polychrome, maybe you just want to try and mess around in a beta test version of the game, then the link to sign up for Holo Vanguards will be in the description below. And lastly, moving on to the speculation zone. Again, even though patch 2.7 is just about to arrive, that doesn't mean that people aren't already digging around in the future for 2.8 content. And something very interesting was recently found, and that was the existence of a quote-unquote new element. I say new in quotation marks because if you've known about Zenless Zone Zero from before even the first initial release of the game, then you might recognize this as a returning element actually. But the element we are talking about is of course the wind element. This is because of the existence of the new icon seen on an enemy's anomaly build-up gauge, as well as the symbol being used in a character menu. Now, as it stands though, we don't know exactly who this wind agent is going to be, but it is clearly going to exist. Maybe, I don't know, this will be the new Void Hunter element. I know we've technically got 3 new elements in Frost, Auric Ink, and Honed Edge for the 3 previous Void Hunters, but they're just fancy terms for already existing elements already, with a slightly fresh coat of paint dabbed on top of them. Maybe with a new agent, they had to invent a whole brand new element, or bring back an old element I guess, so that you're forced even more to pull for them, since there won't be any other wind element agents to pull for, right? Or to use as an alternative. But who do you think the first wind agent will be though? And more importantly, how do you think that wind element will change things up in the game? I know in Genshin Impact they did add Dendro later down the line, and that was quite a game changer. So I suppose if the wind element does change anything, it'll definitely be on the anomaly side of things and seeing how it interacts with the other elements. Maybe it'll be this game's version of Swirl, the wind element from Genshin Impact. So are you excited about the thought of a new element? Maybe the new inclusion will freshen up combat a bit, who knows? Let me know how you feel about it in the comments down below, but otherwise, if you made it to the end of the video, then thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, liking, commenting and subscribing is greatly appreciated. So until next time, bye bye!